Hello and welcome to your yoga flow practice focused on the second of the 7 main chakras in the body, the sacral or Svadhisthana chakra. This is located a few inches below the belly button inside of the body, and it's linked with freely moving and feeling comfortable in our body, so movement. It's linked with connection to ourselves and others. It's linked with pleasure, experiencing pleasure. It's linked with sensuality, creativity, and balancing our emotions as well. So we'll start on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop open to the sides. And just bring both the hands down to the lower belly, down to that sacral chakra, connecting in with that area. As you settle here and bring your awareness to the lower abdomen, maybe you're visualizing an orange spinning wheel of energy, spinning in a clockwise direction at that sacral chakra. As we move through our practice, we're going to be connecting in with that area and opening through the hips at the same time. So it's still quite close to the base chakra, down low in the pelvis. Take 3 long deep breaths here, breathing down into the belly. As you inhale, allow the belly to rise. And as you exhale, allow the belly to fall. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly fall. And then one more time. Good. Begin to draw the knees in towards the chest. Hug the knees in. Give them a good squeeze. And then bring one hand to each kneecap. You're going to draw circles with the knees in the opposite direction from each other. So first draw the knees away, out to the side and all the way back in. Draw the knees away, circle them around and back in. And you can draw the circles as big or as small as you like. It's beginning to warm up into the hips. And then switch direction. Draw the knees away, around and together as you draw them in. Notice any clunking or crunching in the hips. If it doesn't hurt, it's okay. If you have any hip injuries, take it easy throughout your practice today, feeling free to modify as you need to at any time. Good. Bring the legs back to center. Right ankle comes to the left thigh, reaching through to grab hold of the back of the left thigh or the front of the shin, a figure of 4 stretch. Can you flex that right foot and gently squeeze the right knee out to the side? So you feel this stretch along the outside of the right leg into the IT band, maybe into the glute. Releasing the legs, hug that right knee in towards the chest, left leg long, come into a spinal twist, right knee dropping over to the left side, reaching the arms out, maybe gazing up or back across that right arm. Unraveling all the way back to center, shift the hips so the spine is long, and we'll switch to the other side. Left ankle to the right thigh, reaching for the back of the right thigh or the front of the shin, into our figure of 4. That left foot flexed and breathe, actively squeezing that left knee open to the side. Spinal twist, hug that left knee in towards the chest, right leg long, allow the left knee to drop over to the side, reaching the arms out. This nice twisting of the spine, opening through the chest. Good, coming all the way back to center, happy baby pose, reach for the outsides of the feet or maybe behind the knees. Knees are drawing down towards the side of the body. Can you keep the lower back softening onto the ground? See if you can relax the shoulders and the back of the head down. Feeling that beautiful stretch into the groin, into the hips. Maybe you have a little rock from side to side. One leg could lengthen and the other. And then hug the knees in towards the chest, pick up the head and shoulders, round into a little ball, and take a few rocks backwards and forwards along the spine. And maybe on your third or fourth rock up, can you rock up to balance on your sitting bones? So hovering the feet off of the ground. And we'll come into our boat pose. Maybe the shins are parallel with the ground. Can you lengthen through the spine? Palms are rolling up. Maybe gaze is drawing up towards the sky. If you can keep the spine long, maybe there's space to lengthen the legs. And just hovering here for 5. Core beginning to engage. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles and make your way into a downward facing dog. So stepping the legs back in the easiest possible way for you. Maybe you take a few movements, pedaling through the heels, rising up onto the toes. Any movement in your downward facing dog that you need. Feeling into the body. And then when you're ready to allow yourself to find stillness, heels are softening down towards the mat. Maybe there's a little bend in the knees to tilt the sitting bones up. Can you press into the hands? Roll the shoulders away from the ears, hollowing out the armpits. Rise onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. Tuck the tailbone under and begin to ripple all the way through the spine, bringing the weight forward into your plank position. Heels are pressing away, broaden through the collarbones, strong in the arms as you press the ground away. Take an inhale. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Good. Again, come up high onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. Tuck the tailbone under so you're rippling through the spine, rounding through the back like a cat as you come all the way forwards to your plank position. Gazing down at the ground just in front of you. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. One more time, come up high onto the balls of the feet. Scoop the belly in as you rock all the way forwards. Feel the back of the heart pressing up towards the ceiling as you're strongly pressing the ground away from you. Knees can come down if you need more support. Slowly lowering all the way down onto your belly. Untuck the toes, inhale to open the chest, baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet down, elbows drawing towards the side of the body, and just breathing here. And there's a little drawing of your belly button in towards your spine, Uddiyana Bandha. Kind of a zipping up in the lower half of the body. You're ready, release all the way back down and press back to child's pose. Big toes together, knees nice and wide. Arms are still active here, reaching the arms, pressing into the palms. Maybe the forearms are off of the ground. And when you're ready, downward facing dog, tuck the toes under, lifting the hips. Good, right leg reaches long behind you, 3-legged dog, take a moment to lengthen. Keep even pressure in the hands, shoulders square as you lift the leg a little higher. Turn the hip out and bend the knee, yawning that right hip open. Begin to draw circles with that right knee, nice and slowly. So knee comes towards that left knee, circles all the way out to the side and up. And just 3 circles one way, nice and slowly. 3 circles the other way. Good, and then lengthen the leg long behind you. Tiger curl the knee in towards the chest. Weight comes forwards into the hands. And then step the foot in between the hands. Warrior 2 to come up. Turn the back foot out. Windmill the arms to come all the way up. Keep that front knee squeezing open over the toes. Make sure you've got a long line from the front heel to the back heel or the inner arch of the back foot. Just pausing here, stable through the legs, through the feet. Flip the front hand, take an inhale, reverse warrior, reaching the arm back. There's a light touch of that back hand on the leg. And then as you exhale, come all the way forwards to the elbow, reaching through that left arm. Gaze under the armpit, so you're long into that left side. Can you begin to move with your breath? Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the belly a little zipped in. Exhale, side angle lunge, reaching through that left arm. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. One more time. Now you could stay here onto the elbow, or maybe that right hand reaches for the inside of the foot. There could be space for a half bind wrapping the left arm behind you, or maybe a full bind right arm reaching underneath to reach for the t-shirt or the wrist or fingers, whatever you can find. Can you roll the upper body back? So belly button and heart rolling up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing into the feet. Chin is a little touch, so back of the head and neck is nice and long. Release the bind, press into that front foot, come all the way up, Skandasana to the back, so front toes can turn in a little bit, bending into that back knee to come all the way down into that left hip. Now, if you're easily here, then stay as you are. If you've got any injuries in the knees or the hips, maybe you're in a higher Skandasana here, can work just as well. Or maybe the hands are down onto the ground. You could get the ball of the foot under the groin and the heel could lift off of the ground. If you think there might be space to get that foot flat, leg is a little further out to the side, not directly under the groin. Make sure that knee is squeezing back open over the toes wherever you are, palms of the hands together. And so you'll feel this opening into the groin, into the inner thighs. You soften the shoulders away from the ears. Nice, and then hands come down, stay low in the hips. As you transfer the weight back to the top of the mat, frame the front foot and step back to your plank position, top of your chaturanga. Exhale to lower halfway down or maybe all the way down onto your belly. Inhale forwards, upward facing dog or a cobra as you did before. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. 3 long and even breaths here. When you're ready, left leg reaches long behind you, 3-legged dog. Keep even pressure in the hands as you lift that leg a little higher, turn the hip out and bend the knee. Can you take 3 slow circles of the knee one way, making that circle as big as possible without straining. And then 3 circles of the knee the other way. Good, lengthen the leg long behind you. Tiger curl the knee in towards the chest. Back of the heart is pressing up as you press the ground away. And step the foot in between the hands. Warrior 2 to come all the way up. And adjusting your stance as you need to, so that it's safe and aligned for your body. Strong through the lower half of the body, strong in the legs. Flip the front hand, reverse warrior as you inhale back, lengthening through that left side. Light touch of the back hand on the leg. Exhale, side angle lunge, elbow to knee, reaching that right arm forwards, gazing under the armpit. We'll take 3 more like this. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. 2 more in your own time. And then we'll meet with the elbow on the knee. Maybe you stay here. Maybe the hand can come to the inside of the foot. Upper body is rolling back. Maybe there's space for that half bind. Right arm behind the back. Maybe your full bind. If there's space in your body, can you lean the upper body back? Can you draw the tailbone underneath you so the bum's not sticking out behind you? Stay breathing. I know it's strong in the legs. And then releasing the arms to come all the way up, Skandasana to the back on the other side. So squeezing that right knee open, make sure the knee's tracking over the toes. And if the foot's flat, you've got the inner arch of the foot nice and lifted. Is there space to flex those left toes up towards the ceiling? Taking a few breaths here. If you're hypermobile, don't drop into your flexibility. Keep a little lifted. Spine is nice and long. Feeling that opening into the hips. And then hands come down, stay low in the hips as you transfer the weight. Frame the front foot, step back to your plank position. Exhale to lower half or all the way down onto your belly. Inhale forwards, upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. 3 nice, long and even breaths. Bend the knees, gaze forwards in between the hands. Maybe you step or maybe a little jump, feet to your hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come all the way up, reach the arms, palms together above the head. Savastitihi, hands come down your center line. Good. Step 1 foot back, so you're sideways on your mat or wherever you can still see the video. Turn the toes out, heels in a little, goddess pose. Drop the hips down, reach the arms out to the side. Can you get the forearms or the top of the arms parallel with the ground? Elbows are at a 90-degree angle or thereabouts. Wrists and fingers are long. You're dropping down into the pelvis. Squeezing the knees back. It's almost like the inner thighs are wrapping forwards, the tops of the thighs are wrapping back. So you get that opening into the legs, into the groin and hips. Take an inhale. Exhale to lengthen the arms and the legs. Inhale to draw the elbows back down. Or either way, whichever way your breath is flowing, can you link it with the movement? Really pressing into the heels of the feet. So inner thighs engage. You're warming up through the legs. One more. And then stay down in the hips. Back of the body is leaning back. So as if you're leaning against a wall. And you check, you can see your big toes and second toes at the insides of the knees. So the knees are squeezing back, not letting them roll in. Press into the balls of the feet, lift the heels off the ground. Keep the belly a little zipped in. Can you drop the hips a little bit lower? And then stay on the balls of the feet as you come all the way up. Squeeze the heels back down. Turn the toes in and fold all the way forwards. Good. So if the hands easily reach the ground, bring the middle fingers back in line with the big toes. Squeeze the elbows towards each other and hanging forwards. Can you keep the weight a little forwards into the toes, the balls of the feet? If your head is on the ground, bring the feet closer together so there's space for the spine to lengthen. And then inhale to lengthen the spine forwards. Heel toe the feet closer together. Malasana, yogic squat. Drop the pelvis down. Knees are still squeezing back open over the toes. Heels could be lifted if they need to, looking after your body. Bring the palms of the hands together at the heart, squeezing those knees open. You're broad through the collarbones, through the chest. That awareness down into that sacral chakra. A few inches below the belly button, that orange spinning wheel or disc of energy. As it turns around and around, balancing our emotions, cultivating emotional intelligence, cultivating healthy boundaries as well, links with the sacral, and allowing ourselves to experience pleasure. Maybe you stay here, or maybe there's space for a crow pose. So if the wrists are feeling warm, go right ahead, or maybe you give the wrists a little wiggle. Place the hands down onto the ground, lift the hips, get the knees towards the tops of the arms. If you're working on building your strength and your confidence towards your crow pose, keep the feet on the ground as you just transfer a little bit of weight into the hands and back into the toes. So you begin to build that strength and that confidence with the weight in the hands. If you feel good with the weight in the hands, maybe one toe lifts off the ground. If both toes lift off the ground, squeeze the heels in towards the glutes. Can you lengthen the arms a little? Can you stay broad through the collarbones? Good, and then releasing the feet back down, lengthening the legs, folding forwards. Maybe you grab hold of the elbows here. Knees could stay soft. If it feels good, you might have a gentle little sway from side to side. Good, release the arms, bend the knees, slowly roll all the way up the spine, tuck the chin, rounding as you come all the way up. Once you reach the top, roll the shoulders open and stand tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. So big toes together, heels a little apart, or feet can be parallel, hip distance apart for a little bit more stability. We're moving into our standing balance. So press into the left foot. Can you draw the right knee in towards the chest as you bring the palms together at the heart? Half pigeon or half chair. That right ankle comes to the left thigh. Drop the hips back. Keep that right foot flexed to look after the right knee. Press the palms of the hands together and gaze forwards a meter or so down at the ground in front of you. You could stay here, or if you know where you're going towards flying pigeon, feel free to head there. Good. When you're ready, come all the way up, draw that right knee in towards the chest and release the leg back down. You feel the sensations in the legs. When you're ready to, moving on to the other side, pressing into that right foot, draw the left knee in towards the chest. Half pigeon or half chair, flex the foot, drop the hips back. And breathing here. It's a long line from one elbow to the other. The chest stays broad and open. If you're wobbly, really find a point that you're gazing on with the eyes to help you balance your drishti, your focus point. Good. When you're ready, coming all the way back up, draw that left knee in towards the chest and release. Step into the top of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale to reach the arms. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Place the hands flat, step back either to your downward facing dog or to take a vinyasa through. Exhale to lower half or all the way down. Inhale, forwards cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches long behind you. Tiger curl the knee in towards the chest. Turn the leg out, pigeon pose. So that right hip wants to be grounding down onto the floor or maybe onto a cushion. If the back knee is bent, you could fold on an angle. If the back leg is straight, maybe there's space to fold forwards. If you have any injuries in that right knee, you can always come to that figure of four stretch on your back, like you did at the beginning of class. So the stretch will change depending on the angle of that front shin. So you might draw the heel closer in towards the groin or a little further away. You choose what's right for you. Notice if the jaw has clenched, can you relax the jaw? Ready to come up, bring the hands flat, tuck the back toe under, lengthen the leg all the way back to your three-legged dog. And release to your downward facing dog. We'll switch to the other side, left leg lengthens long. Tiger curl the knee in towards the chest, turn the leg out and lower yourself down. Arranging yourself as you need to. And you keep that back ankle long if the leg is long behind you. And then folding if there's space. Take 3 or so long deep breaths. When you're ready, bring the body all the way back up, hands come flat, tuck the back toe under, lengthen back to your three-legged dog, and release the leg. We're coming to a seat, finding yourself in your seat in the easiest possible way for you. And once you're here, rock your weight back onto your sitting bones, back into our boat pose. See if you can almost stick the tailbone and the sitting bones out to help you lengthen up out of the lower back. Maybe there's space for the legs to lengthen. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower and hover 3 inches off the ground. Inhale to come all the way back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees back in towards the chest. Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop open to the sides, spine is long. And when you're ready, maybe folding forwards, elbows could come to the inner thighs to gently press the legs away. Back can round here. Stay breathing evenly and deeply without strain. When you're ready, coming all the way up, draw the knees towards each other and come down onto your back. Hug the knees in, give them a good squeeze. We'll end with an easy twist. Both knees can drop over to the left side, reach the arms out, gaze could be up or back across that right arm. The legs all the way back to center and over to the other side. Coming all the way back to center and releasing into your Shavasana, laying flat on your back. Arrange yourself to get yourself into the most comfortable Shavasana for you. Can you feel the front of the body almost softening and dropping back towards the back of the body? As if you were lying in sand, like you'd leave a little imprint in the sand. Soften all the muscles in your face. Feel free to pause the video and to stay here for as long as serves you, as long as you need. It was a pleasure to guide you through your practice today.